Welcome back to this week's episode of the Broken Kid Podcast. We're excited to bring this episode because let's just get right into it. We're going to be talking about one of my biggest fears. No, it's not sharks, it's not spiders, it's none of that. It's more so the fear of dying alone. It's one of those things that I know a lot of people probably don't think about, but I think about it, and I'm afraid of dying. And I know, what if I die alone? It's one of my biggest fears because in my mind, there's a lot of celebrities who die alone, and it's because of drugs. And I was talking to somebody about this at In-N-Out, and I was like, do you think I'm going to die alone? And she's like, no, I don't think so. And I'm like, well, a lot of celebrities do die alone, and it's because of drugs, but I don't do drugs. And she said, well, you're fine. But people like Whitney Houston, who else died alone? I think John Candy died alone. Whitney Houston, I said. Prince. Who else died alone? I forget that. John Farley. Chris Farley, I should say. And I was just thinking to myself, how horrible it is to die alone because, nobody knows where you are. Nobody knows that you left this earth. And then if somebody finds your body, like the whole instance with Prince was so scary because he died in an elevator. And I would hate, if I ever become famous or just a well-known, I hope I don't die alone because no one's going to be there to spend my final moments with me. And sometimes you die in the worst way possible where it's very abrupt and there's no planning. It's not like, oh, I'm at the hospital and they tell you, what you have is chronic. Or you've been diagnosed beforehand and now the disease is taking a toll on you. Let me go ahead and control this. But, no, that's just one of the things I was thinking about. How, like, Aaron Carter died in his bathtub while intoxicated, I believe. And then they found his body. It's just one of the worst ways to go out. And this is not an ad for Tinder. Just kidding, it is. No, it's not. It's not an advertisement for Tinder. But the reason I talk about it is because everyone I know has like a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and they're only 18. And you know what they say: if you haven't found somebody at 24, you're gonna die alone. So it kind of is one of my dreams to die alone because if you die alone, you don't have to worry about all this stuff. You don't have to worry about people worrying about you, because once you're dead, your body is useless. And I hope that if it's kind of like a thing, like if I die alone, I don't want anybody to find my body because I don't want to be a disturbance to anyone. And I was just thinking about all that stuff. And all the dating apps, they suck. All the dating apps, they'll just steal your money. Or they won't even steal your money. They'll ask you for money to continue being on the apps, which I think is a scam. They gotta make money somehow, but God, can it not be cheaper? Like today I went to In-N-Out, and the burger, I ordered a fry, and the fry was really nasty and crusty and dried up. I should have ordered a fry, but I have a job interview. I had a job interview a week ago, and then yesterday I went in for orientation. So practically, I got the job. I have the job, and the girl who was doing orientation for me, the manager, was really cute. And there was it was like ping pong. We had tension, and I was just thinking to myself, at any given moment, we might be able to kiss. And I don't even know if she has a boyfriend, or I don't even know if she swings for another direction. But I was just thinking, maybe I might just go for the job just for her. I hope they put me on shifts with her, honestly, because she's really cute. And maybe she could be the one. But then there's also another person at In-N-Out who I have a crush on. I go to In-N-Out often sometimes, And there's a girl there who I think is really cute. And she likes me, and she's got these beautiful hazy eyes, like a smoky eyes. And I just think that she could be the one. But, dying alone has always been a fear of mine. And also another fear of mine is being with somebody for a while and then it not working out, because that happens. It happened to Hugh Jackman. It can happen to anyone. But I've seen people who live in trailer parks who are they hate each other, but they stick with each other for 50 years until they die, or 60 years until they die of an overdose. But no, I don't know. I just think about what I could do and what I could be doing better, and there's nothing that I could be doing better because I'm trying. All you can do is try to find a partner. But I remember, like, I was at the mall and this girl asked for my number, or we started talking and then we swapped numbers, and I thought maybe this could be the one, and I was wrong. There was less chance of that happening in anything than less chance of that happening than I could have ever imagined. But that's okay. And I think the only thing that's been there by my side has been Maroon 5, Ryan Reynolds, In and Out, if you just ignore the shitty fries. And podcast, I love this podcast, Double Toasted. You should go ahead and watch them. I'll shout them out. Go watch Double Toasted on YouTube. It's the only Double Toasted channel there is out there, so it shouldn't be hard to find. But I think about all the things that have been there for me, and I was even telling, I was like, when you explain to like a random person, I was like explaining to the girl at In and Out, and I was like, I'm afraid of dying alone, or she's like, and I said, but I choose to be alone. She's like, well, so what's the problem? And it's like, well, maybe I'm afraid that when I want to not be alone, I won't be able to find anyone because I'm weird. And she said, well, there's a lot of weird people out there. And I said, yeah, but most of them are homeless. And then she's like, well, I don't know. I'm not single, but there goes, you have to make your own opportunity. And I just hope I don't die alone.